You're starting a karate class? Dude, you're like the most uncoordinated person I know. Why?
Well, remember how last month my uncle died at the mall after the bottom of his jeans got caught in the teeth of an escalator and swallowed him up, bones and all?
Yeah, how could anyone forget something like that?
Well, it's got me thinking about my legacy, you know? I want to leave something important behind before I get sucked up by the big white escalator in the sky.
Okay, but you don't know the first thing about karate.
Untrue, I took a class when I was a child, so...
Yeah? Okay, teach me something right now.
Well, karate consists of 6 vital skills, okay? Focus, determination, respect, focus.
Already said that.
Throat kicks.
Nope.
Oh, sucker punches.
Is that why they kicked you out of class?
Melt in your mouth, not in your hands.
That's M&M's.
Focus.
Are you dehydrated?
Is that a joke? You dare to disrespect a sensei? Damn it.
You should drink some more water, man.
Focus.
Oh my god.
We're open for business, baby.
You know what? You always do this. You always get way too invested in something and you give up really quickly and he's gone. Great. Perfect.
That's right, I'm starting my very own karate class, but we can talk about that later. Now, admittedly, a lot of the inspiration for this idea actually comes from the film we're watching today. When I talk about movies on this channel, I usually don't like to go for the new stuff, or even the bad stuff, really. I like to bury my hands deep into the mud to pull out the real gold. The cream of the slop, if you will. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already watched Karate Kid, and I'm talking about the original, not the one where Jackie Chan brutalizes a group of 12-year-old kids. Now I know what you're thinking. It's a great movie, but it would be much better if it was directed by a man who only had experience making teen sex comedies. Right, well then do I have the movie for you. Kickboxing Academy, featuring an all-star cast of what seems to be a bunch of random children they approached on the street with a $5 bill. Not him though, he's not even in the movie, so it's a good thing he takes up the entire f***ing cover. That's a great start. Kickboxing Academy was written and directed by Richard Gabai, creator of amazing works such as Virgin High, Assault of the Party Nerds, and who could forget, Assault of the Party Nerds 2, The Heavy Petting Detective. Give me 1 second. Where was I? The film is about a kickboxing school in Miami on the verge of being taken over by a rival dojo, and to save their school from being shut down, they must compete in a winner-take-all kickboxing tournament. Before we get started, consider leaving a like and commenting on this video. I feel so gross having to say that shit, but it genuinely does help a lot, so I'm gonna leave it at that before I throw up again. Our story begins by introducing us to Brian and his younger brother Jason as he heads to his first day of kickboxing lessons.
Go get him, champ.
Yeah, kickboxing rocks.
He enters the building and meets Master June, the head instructor, as well as Carl, the greasy lawyer that she's currently dating. And almost immediately, they completely forget that Jason's even in the room and they just start flirting with each other.
Now, about those private lessons.
Just kind of ignoring the kid.
Yeah.
The kid has 9 boxing gloves in his bag. Yeah. Honestly, I'm just worried that Jason's gonna interpret this as part of his first lesson. Brian, you'll never guess what I learned in class today. Here, let me show you. I'm sorry, I swear to God, this usually never happens.
Kickboxing rocks.
Carl gets a phone call and has to leave, and then the scene just ends. They don't introduce each other, they don't talk about kickboxing. Instead, Jason just awkwardly sits in the corner like he's being punished for pooping on the rug. This movie does a very bad job of introducing people because the next scene takes place at a house party where we see a bunch of important characters, but they don't say or do anything important, except that these 2 characters, Cindy and Melinda, get hit on by a couple weirdos, I guess.
It's your lucky day today. I'm gonna let you go home with me tonight. Me too.
Nice.
What do you think, Eric? Eric.
That's enough, Eric. More importantly, let's meet my 2 favorite characters, Stan and Barry, as they walk home from the party in dead silence.
Oh, we're just watching.
Watching people make out.
I don't know why I attend functions like those. Me neither. The girls are always stuck up.
Girls are so fucking stupid.
That's why they don't like us.
Come on, let's pound these dorks. Yeah.
Let's crunch these diaper lords.
So Stan gets shoved and his body just completely shuts down. Apparently it only takes 1 push for him to just calmly accept death.
Hey, look, guys, a beached whale.
Suddenly, a man emerges out of nowhere and beats the absolute shit out of everyone and saves the day. But who is this guy? No clue, because Richard doesn't know how to introduce characters, so once again, the scene just ends abruptly. But one thing's for sure, and it's that he's the only actor in this movie who's actually skilled in any sort of martial arts. It turns out the 3 kids causing trouble are members of Fatal Combat, a neighboring rival dojo run by a cartoonishly crazy war veteran named Tarbeck.
There's nothing quite like shooting down unarmed men with powerful submachine guns.
You said we were gonna break boards.
Just random skewed things on the wall. Random shit on the floor. There's a tear in the carpet.
Tarbeck spots Stan and Barry trying to sign up for Master June's class in order to fight back against their bullies, Chet, Trek, and Soupy, who just so happened to attend Fatal Combat across the street.
I know those two.
Yeah, we were gonna kick their butts, but somebody came out of nowhere, nailed me with a roundhouse.
A roundhouse, eh? Did you kick him in the nards?
Well, not exactly.
I told you, always take out their nards.
He orders them to stop the two from signing up for the Kickboxing Academy, and I sure hope they think of a cool synchronized entrance.
Whoa!
Damn.
Final Fantasy entrance.
Look, guys, we don't want any trouble.
You're gonna get a lot more than that, fat boy.
Got his ass.
You walked into that. That's the whole purpose of that machine.
I think you two should leave. I'm gonna let you walk out of here unscathed. Or are you two here to sign up for the beginner's class?
Beginner's class.
He's pissing. He's scared.
He just got a whiff and he was like, oh, I'm out of here. I'm fucking out of here now. Holy shit.
His knees buckle.
Oh, good lord, ma'am.
They don't teach this in my class. Holy shit.
They don't stink them like that anymore.
Because Tarbeck's students are apparently psychotic, they have no problem attacking other kids as well as teachers. They pick a fight not expecting Master June to go full Jackie Chan mode and start slapping them around. The smell lingers, he has to leave.
He's looking at. There's no nards on this bitch.
Dude, it's Slenderman built. It's insane.
Consider that a free lesson, boys.
Très magnifique. Farfignugan.
Nice.
Shut up, man.
Dude, improv, add something.
So Stan and Barry officially join Kickboxing Academy. Master June's signing up students left and right, which is kind of upsetting because it's actually a lot harder than you'd think.
So basically it's 3 sessions a week. We'd be working our way up from the very basics. And yeah, how's that sound?
I don't know, man. Would I ever use this in a real situation?
Absolutely. Here, let's run like a scenario, okay? Here, take this knife.
Whoa, hey there.
It's cool, it's cool. We're just gonna pretend to use it, okay?
All right.
Now, try and rob me.
Give me your wallet and keys.
Great, okay, now I want you to come at me with like an overhead stab, kind of like this.
Yeah, but that's not how I do it.
Okay, I'm trying to show you like a specific technique to defend against overhead attacks.
Yeah, but in a real mugging, you don't know how I'm gonna come at you. So you have to be ready for anything, right?
Okay, idiot. This isn't like a real robbery, this is a demonstration, so it doesn't
Are
just do it.
you sure? How do you know this isn't real?
Because, okay, all right. I mean, here, okay.
Thanks for the lesson, pal.
Yeah. First lesson's on Monday. Forget it.
We learn that Cindy is in a relationship with Brian, whose controlling behavior and obsession with his car has been getting on her nerves for quite some time now. She's likely just jealous because us gearheads found the only socially acceptable way to wear adult onesies. I mean, come on. Brother built like the damn Liberty Bell. God bless America. We find out that the mystery man from before is a man named Danny, which should be obvious, seeing as his name tag fucking says Chris. Anyway, he works at a gas station, and it turns out that he used to attend the Kickboxing Academy alongside Brian and Cindy, but quit for unknown reasons.
So you're not coming to class anymore?
I really don't have the time. Besides, I was just doing it for the goofs.
You're pretty good for a goof.
Now, in case it wasn't already painfully obvious from the outfits and the dojo decor, this is clearly karate and not kickboxing, despite what the characters and the film's title tells you. Well, because the story feels like a ripoff of Karate Kid, they probably switched it because they wanted it to feel unique, but all they really did was slap a few posters of Bruce Lee on the wall and call it a day. Tarbeck visits the academy alongside Mr. Maddox, a wealthy banker that seems to be planning something devious.
You're out of here at the end of the summer.
What have you got to do with my lease?
I have controlling interest in the bank that holds the deed on your property. I'm going to see to it that your lease is not renewed.
Of course, when I take over, I might need an assistant.
Over your dead body, Tarbeck.
Did you just do force lightning? So Maddox has agreed to let Tarbeck expand Fatal Combat once their lease ends, but then 3 seconds later, he completely changes his mind.
I'm going to give you a chance to win back your lease. Your students against his in a contest at the end of the summer, winner take all.
I thought you said...
Winner take all. Tarbeck, if your kids can't beat the daylights out of this sorry bunch of losers...
Hey, f off, dude.
You deserve to stay in that strip mall.
Man, I wonder why Mr. Maddox is being so comically evil towards June, you know? Whatever it is, I bet it'll be totally justified and very well written.
With Danny gone, you're gonna be my little punching bag.
Oh, I can handle you.
Don't worry, girls. It's gonna be quick and painless.
You mean like your love life?
For context, that's like the 90s equivalent of calling someone the C word today. Also, please ignore the karate poster in the background. Okay, this movie's different, right? We can all agree that this is a unique.
Those guys are such jerks. Who do they think they are anyway?
If those bozos want to fight, they've got one. It's a good thing we're just beginners, huh, Barry? Looks like we won't have to fight.
Not so fast, you two. Beginners fight in competition too. At least one of you will compete.
I did not consent to this. You can't make me do this.
Yeah, they just signed up today.
I'll take a trial course. You will be fighting for the future of our dojo.
Back in the office, June reveals to Cindy that she's really distraught over the fate of the Kickboxing Academy.
I've spent a lot of money renovating, expanding the building. Took out a loan against the academy.
Then Cindy's like, boring, and starts looking at a picture of Danny instead. And with that, the rivalry between, oh, fuck me, I'm late. Oh, god damn it. Okay, I gotta go. Holy shit. God damn it.
Sorry I'm late, guys. I really appreciate everyone for showing up to... Oh, it's just you?
It's just me, Sensei.
All right, where'd you hear about this?
It's Jeremy. I saw your commercial last night.
If you want to learn how to fight, then you better learn right. At Neema's Karate Kingdom, we train day and night. Punching, scratching, biting, discipline, targeting the knee so in the future it cripples them. My uncle was shopping at the Richfield Mall. He got caught up in an escalator. It swallowed him whole. He was reduced to a hearty blood and bone soup. Since then, I was inspired to teach karate to you. To show you what you'll learn from my class. I'm going to break this board, and I'll do it real fast.
If you want to learn how to fight an escalator, you never know when your life's in danger.
Jesus Christ.
My uncle turned to his soup. His bones are nothing but goo. That's why I opened a karate school, yeah.
You have a great voice, Sensei.
Well, hold on. Don't call me Sensei just yet. I still have to find out if you're Karate Kingdom material. So, show me what you can do. Oh, here we go. Whoa. Oh my god. Okay, now we're cooking. Here, put this on. You got quite the moves, Jeremy. What do you call that last one?
Tornado style. Thought of it myself.
Listen, Jeremy, you might be the coolest kid I've ever met, and together we're gonna dominate the California karate circuit. So how's that sound?
Not so fast! I don't believe we've met. I'm Sensei Omar from Omar's Killer Karate.
I don't care who you are, Blow Omar.
Oh!
I'm in the middle of a class right now, so beat it.
Yeah, beat it.
Jeremy, please.
Oh, I laugh. Isn't he funny, Bradley?
Ah, what's the kid's problem?
His problem is a couple of third-rate karate rejects trying to take over my territory.
Rah!
Ha! Good one, Bradley.
What does that sound mean?
He said a string of very offensive slurs.
Listen here, Bonar.
Oh!
If you and that deeply disturbed child think you're so tough, then I guess you wouldn't be opposed to a duel. Loser leaves town and never teaches here ever again.
You're on! We'll settle this at the studio across the street this Friday. I break in there once a month to hold sparring sessions. Well, Bradley, it looks like we have some training to do. Say goodbye to your new mortal enemies.
Good luck, Blowmar!
You already said that!
The rivalry is now officially on, and as the tournament date draws near, the two sides begin to butt heads as members of Fatal Combat start harassing the students. If you've ever seen Cobra Kai, it's like that, but if everyone's hair looked way worse.
Hey, I know you. The beach whale.
You must have me confused with some other whale.
Oh, no. You're the douche. Get me a double bacon cheese fatty. You fatty!
That's another thing, okay? This movie can't go 4 seconds without reminding Stan that he is, in fact, a morbidly obese person. Like, it happens in practically every scene of this movie. It's brutal.
A beached whale!
In fact, the director literally writes himself into this scene as Stan's manager for no other reason than to yell at him and call him fat one extra time.
You fat dip.
He's 90s fat. He's like not fat like
no,
nowadays.
Exactly. He's today's like actually pretty lean fellow.
He's like when everyone walks around Costanza like, you fat f***. It's like, he looks fine. He looks fine.
It's like when you look at like old circus ads and it's like the great gargantuan man.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like a dude who's like 180 pounds.
He will devour this entire feast. It's just like a few chickens.
Yeah. Everyone in the crowd like, oh.
I also just read the back of the box and they literally refer to Stan as Fat Stan. For fuck's sake, guys.
This man's brutally just every day. You fat beached whale, you fat
loser
tummy
dumb, loser dumb.
I'm gonna learn to kickbox.
God forbid when he starts going to the range.
Meanwhile, Chet and Trek continue their routine of strange synchronized entrances as they follow Cindy and Melinda on the way out of the bowling alley. Boom.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Wait, no, you would have seen them. Oh, it's those guys that were hiding behind the pillar.
Stop right there. I mean it.
We're so scared.
Ow, my ass.
See, the acting is so bad, I can't tell if he's being sarcastic or if that was real.
Girls are wicked.
I still
I
can't
truly
tell.
can't tell.
I still can't tell.
Ow, my ass.
What?
We just keep
still
going
going.
They just
back.
use other takes.
Sorry?
Take this kickboxing secret technique.
It's so confusing because scenes like this make me feel like Richard is trying to make a bad movie, like intentionally. One, because Trek is just repeating lines to himself on the floor while his friend is getting curb stomped. And two, because someone's literally flipping off the camera while it happens. Danny interrupts the fight since apparently that's the only way he knows how to enter a scene. And then he beats Chet using a strange Three Stooges routine before, well, you can probably guess. Now, sadly, even Jason can't go about his day without being tormented by the Fatal Combat students.
What? This 8-year-old's 15 feet tall.
Give me that.
You want to read my Captain Kickboxing comic?
Yes!
Hey, this guy's pretty great.
You're pretty cool, Tommy. I'll see you around.
So this Tobey Maguire looking motherfucker steals Jason's comic book, and as you can see, he's pretty bummed out about it.
Hiya.
If you're not gonna take it seriously, get the fuck out of here, man.
You can do better than that.
Maybe I don't want to.
Should always want to do your best.
I'm not so sure about this kickboxing thing anyway.
Stan and Barry come in to announce that they're quitting the academy and the tournament as well, and they do it in the most Stan and Barry way possible.
Actually, after some serious soul searching, some self-actualization through hypnosis and meditation.
You're quitting.
Yeah, we're quitting.
If you're both quitters, we don't need you here anyway.
This kid was quitting 15 seconds ago.
Yeah, you were about to quit.
Every scene someone quits in this movie.
I don't even know why they're dedicating an entire scene to them quitting when until now we've only seen them in one class for about 5 seconds. Meanwhile, Fatal Combat is training hard for their big match, and by that I mean play fighting with weapons and running around choking people out.
Have you secured the enemy's head? Yes, Captain! Do you remember what to do next? Elbow to the ribs!
Now I want to bring your attention to a 20-second long scene that's absolutely integral to the story.
I heard the first time you do it, it should be with someone who knows what they're doing.
I think you should be with somebody that you really love.
Whatever.
Cool, moving on. So now June and Carl are out on a date, and let me tell you, the chemistry, the sparks are flying.
Awkward pause.
Afterwards, the two of them head to the car, and, let's see if you guys can predict what's about to happen.
Hey!
Did you guess kickboxing ninjas?
Did you guess that? Is that what you guessed?
Students from Fatal Combat are now dressing up and trying to murder people from the academy? What the fuck happened? They're literally using throwing stars and katanas. We went from stealing comic books to public assassinations in less than a day. What's worse is that Carl doesn't even try to help. It's wild that June is slicing the arms and legs of children about 20 feet away from a fucking fully packed restaurant and nobody is calling the police.
Get out of here!
What was that all about?
I have no idea.
Well, gee, how about an educated guess? Where's your sense of urgency? Like, if I was attacked by a squad of ninjas, I would be hiding under my bed for weeks like a dying cat. On her way home from a party, Cindy finds Danny sleeping outside by the beach. We find out that Danny was kicked out of his house by his alcoholic father. Oh, and also it turns out that Cindy and Danny used to date each other.
You could have called me.
Maybe last year. Anyways, I thought you lost interest.
What do you expect? The way he took off after the accident during the kickboxing competition.
Accident? I nearly killed that guy.
Danny felt so much guilt over the incident that he not only left the dojo, but he stopped communicating with Cindy altogether.
Was he high during the entire shooting of this movie?
Cindy,
What?
I don't know.
I don't know. What was I talking about?
You and me, and it's been a long time.
Shut up. And kiss me.
Oh, to be a woman in love. Oh, I forgot Amazon Prime shows you trivia about each scene. That's cool. Let's take a look. Christopher Kamen Lee and Kyler Lee, whose characters date and kiss in this movie, are siblings in real life, having the same mother and father. No, what? That's not... No.
I think you should be with somebody that you really love.
No. Wait.
Fatal Combat continues to ramp up their torment of Kickboxing Academy, this time by viciously trashing their dojo.
I'm looking at it. This really doesn't look that expensive. It seems like a lot of paper.
Oh my god, that transition.
Was that a star wipe?
Yeah,
That was a Star of David wipe.
Question to the editor, exactly what part of seeing a woman witness her life's work destroyed gave off star wipe energy to you? This is the only scene where that kind of thing happens, and I'm absolutely baffled by their choice to use it there.
We can't be sure who did this.
No offense, but we all know who did this. I mean, come on.
What are we gonna do now? Our tournament with those pigs is less than a month away.
How about we call the fucking police? This isn't a goofy 90s movie rivalry anymore, dude. There was a ninja attack. Children are losing blood. What are you doing?
Guess that's it then.
That's what?
If you mean quit, no way. Even if we have to practice at the beach.
Nah, I'm just fucking around. Beach day! It doesn't matter that your entire business is in shambles and the lives of you and your students are being threatened. Oh, I brought the sunscreen. Fuck.
Master June, under the circumstances and the marginal propensity that does succeed to exist, assuming no physical liability, we quit and we're sorry.
And we want to know if we can get back into the class.
I forgot they even left class because they have the stage presence of a wad of gum smeared on the concrete. I mean, some of us like to actually take training seriously, okay? Oh, it's 2 o'clock. I'm fucking late. I'm fucking late again. God damn it.
Jeremy, what are you doing? I thought you had more up your sleeve than this.
What do you mean, Sensei?
Show me some hook kicks, straight punches, blocking even. Oh my god, we're f***ed, aren't we?
But Sensei, you could teach me everything I need to know, right?
Kid, I don't know jack shit, all right? I mean, I just started watching a YouTube guide on the way here, and honestly, I don't even think I like karate.
But Sensei, you said you took karate classes when you were young. You gotta remember something, right?
Throat punch, nut smash. Throat punch, nut smash. Yes, throat punch, nut smash. Throat punch, yes, faster, faster. Texting, sucker punch. Texting, sucker punch. Texting, sucker punch. So Cindy and Danny start seeing each other again. Sorry, let me try that again. So siblings Cindy and Danny start seeing each other again, this time behind Brian's back.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind help fixing up the academy. We're doing fine without you, Danny.
Spider sense is tingling.
Hey, Sind. Haven't been able to reach you on the phone lately, and I can't get more than 2 words out of you in class, and here you are.
I try to talk with you, Brian. You just never listen.
I try to talk with you, Brian. I just rather fuck my brother.
I never listened? Who's the one who fixed your carburetor after you described the funny noise it was making?
Brian.
You were stranded on I-95. You called me up in tears.
Brian, will you shut up and let me talk?
This is so unfair because I don't want to be on Team Brian, but like, you gotta hand it to him. He's really good at not being related to Cindy in real life. Brian refuses to let Danny leave with her and a fight breaks out. And by God, if this isn't the best kickboxing I've ever seen. Brian, let's pack it in. This isn't the John Wick moment you thought it was gonna be. Next time we'll turn off items and stage hazards because holy shit, dude. Brian eventually gives up in frustration and runs off. In the parking lot, we see students from Fatal Combat messing with the brakes on his car. So Brian hits the road and luckily he's already had several drinks so he won't get thirsty on the long ride home.
Oh, and now you're drunk driving. Oh, this can only go well.
It's the 90s, come on.
It's the 90s, it can only go well.
He's gonna
you're
kiss the fucking divider.
I can lower my blood alcohol level if I just bleed more.
This is bloodletting.
Meanwhile,
I could tell you a story, make your skin crawl, but I won't.
I could scare the fuck out of you, but I won't. This is a cool date, dude.
He has such restraint. How is it that the real life siblings have more on-screen chemistry than you do, dude? Jesus.
Carl, have you got the paperwork ready? I'm gonna see to it the full ownership of the Kickboxing Academy.
Jerk.
It turns out that Carl is the lawyer that Mr. Maddox is using to handle the acquisition of Kickboxing Academy. How's that for a twist, huh? There's a lot of moving parts to this movie, don't you think, guys? You know, except for Brian's breaks, of course. Speaking of which...
He's dead! That's blood coming out of his brain!
This is so stupid.
Oh, was that transition off-putting? It's almost like it doesn't fit the mood at all, huh? Interesting.
Brian's not going to be competing in the tournament against Fatal Combat.
You don't say.
Yeah.
On account of his inside-out face.
Gee, Cindy, what happened between you and Brian?
I had to talk to him sometime. I just didn't know he
Hey, eyes up, okay? I saw
Eyes
that.
up here.
Like a Silver Surfer over here.
You haven't heard?
Heard what?
He's super dead.
He's pudding.
Have you ever seen a pancake before?
It's probably just easier if I explained in noise that's what happened to him.
Cindy rushes over to see Brian in the hospital, and he finally apologizes for how he treated her.
I've had some time off lately, and
I had some chunks of my brain scraped off recently. I think I'm a good guy now.
Since last night at 1 and today at 11, you've had a lot of time off.
And I just want to say that maybe I haven't been listening to you. What I'm trying to say.
What I'm trying to say is...
So who's taking my place in the tournament?
Pierre.
Pierre? He's a nice guy, but he's not me, if you know what I mean.
Brian, I'm pretty sure Pierre is going to be just fine without you. He's a foot taller, he's sculpted like a male model, and the hitboxes on his kicks are absolutely cracked. Back at Fatal Combat, Tarbeck gets a call from Mr. Maddox about some upcoming tournament changes.
You're replacing Chet with another fighter.
But we can't do that.
You can and we will. I have a secret weapon.
Okay, if you're gonna spend almost an hour of the movie building up rivalries between characters, you'd think that they're gonna show each other fighting in the tournament, right? It's such a strange move to like completely replace one of the main villains right before the finale. Danny pays the Academy a visit after finding out it was trashed by Fatal Combat, and it's here that June reveals her dark past in an attempt to help him get over his fear of fighting.
I was 9 years old when I first competed. Studying under my father, I was especially anxious to please him. My opponent, a 9-year-old little boy, died right in front of me. I swore I'd never compete again. A week later, we found out it was congenital heart failure. Nothing to do with competition.
It turns out his mom just ate a lot of barbecue when she was pregnant, and that's how Mama got this fat-ass trophy you see behind me. It's very convenient that Danny and June have the exact same backstory. You know, I'm sure that'll make it much easier to convince him to, oh, he's leaving? Got it. So it turns out the 9-year-old child that died in the fight was Mr. Maddox's child that we saw earlier, which is why he despises her so much, even though it was proven to have nothing to do with the fight.
The conversation with the doctor, I'm so sorry, Mr. Maddox, but the heart failure has caused your son to pass away. He's like, that bitch, sensei! That bitch! I understand this is a tough moment for you, sir.
I will create an empire!
Brian wants you to take his place in the tournament tomorrow. He thinks you're the only chance we've got.
I'm just not a kickboxer.
Oh, Danny, don't be so hard on yourself, man. Technically, nobody in this movie is a kickboxer.
Well, then just do it for Goose. Or do it for me.
You know, you don't have to show it again. Yeah, please don't. Please don't. Okay, forget what I said. Star Wipe. Just do the fucking Star Wipe.
The king has arrived.
So it's finally the day of the big tournament, and that means now we have to talk about the most irritating character in the film. I don't remember them ever saying his name, but he's credited on IMDb as Chillmeister, and he's just fucking, I mean...
I gotta calm down, dude.
He's a skateboarder that stands outside the academy trying to sell bootleg cassette players so he can enter a skateboarding competition and buy
the King Daddy Thrash. I will have it.
Everything with him seems so out of nowhere because he's so separated from the story. He's just some guy that they keep cutting to for really awkward comedic relief.
Walk Dude Radios. Listen to all the bad tunes you love right in your very own ears.
Whoa! Get a load of this tall glass of babe. Pervert! His shirt didn't say that. He saw the woman and it materialized on his shirt.
Coincidentally, he ends up getting a job as a delivery boy for Carl, the lawyer, who he tasks with delivering important documents regarding the Kickboxing Academy.
Oh, check this out. Transfer of ownership. Better talk to the guys at the academy about this. But it's too far. Yeah. I'll never make my skateboarding tournament. Do I become world thrash board champ? Or do I help my friends?
We haven't heard anything about this until now.
Yeah, we don't know about this.
I don't give two shits about you.
Since when was this dude friends with anyone from the academy? He's literally never had a full conversation with any of them. The competition finally begins, but Danny is nowhere to be found. The first match is between Jason and Jam? I'm being told his name is Jam. So the match begins, and boy am I on the edge of my seat. You got Master June tossing out incredible advice like, and then you have Tarbeck somehow getting away with shit like this.
Yo, Jason!
You're an idiot, kid.
You suck. You do suck.
You deserve that.
Jason ends up losing the match to Jam, and June's all like, "Oh, it's okay, Jason. You tried your best. I'm gonna lose my livelihood because of you, dude." Next up is the match between Stan and Soupy.
And this time, I'm gonna beat your fat whale butt for good. Jimmy!
Okay, believe it or not, this match actually gets pretty technical, so try and keep up with the mental chess match that's playing out in front of us. Stan puts every last Newton into punching Soupy in the solar plexus, and then gains enough meter to pay homage to one of the greatest moments in esports history.
I didn't know he could do that.
None of us did. It's not a legal technique.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing is that he shouldn't have earned points for that.
This whole match has been a sham.
And now for the cat fight.
What?
It's the 90s.
The cat fight? Jesus.
Not for the cat fight. If maybe these women can finish putting in their tampons, we can watch the fight. Everyone in the crowd is like, oh!
The next match is between Trek and Melinda, and Fatal Combat inevitably wins after Trek fools the judges into thinking his balls are on his chest, so she gets disqualified.
Damn chick kicked me in the ball.
At this point, they're not even trying to be sneaky.
I kicked your butt and you know it.
I won.
You did.
But I cheated.
Now, remember earlier when Mr. Maddox said he had a secret weapon?
For the Kickboxing Academy, Pierre Vassoir. Representing Fatal Combat, John Hammer.
So Chet pretends to sprain his arm so they can have this mystery man replace him in the fight. Because Mr. Maddox is running the event, he's basically bending the rules however he pleases, because at the end of the day, he just wants to watch Master June be humiliated. Luckily for them, however, Cindy's Cindy's boyfriend, Danny, returns to fight in Pierre's place after he also pretends to get injured. Now, I can pretty much guarantee that the only reason they introduced this new character was because they knew deep down that none of the other actors were actually skilled enough to make this grand finale look exciting. But it's fine because, you know, this fight actually looks pretty good compared to what we've seen in this movie so far.
I'll get you.
Okay, trash it. Forget what I said. Danny eventually takes the last round, resulting in another win for Kickboxing Academy.
Couldn't agree more, buddy.
Tell me about it.
It stinks.
Now, since the judges are just completely making up the rules at this point, it's decided that the tie will be broken with the match between both instructors. And upon hearing this, Master June starts to panic.
I'm sorry, but I can't fight. Reasons I can't discuss. I just can't fight.
That's good acting.
You remember when he was doing that this entire movie and you told him tough titties?
Yeah, it's wild.
Then she comes in like, I don't think I can fight. I just cannot fight.
You have to put the past behind you or it blocks your way. You can't deny who you are. You're a kickboxer.
Yeah, so get out there and kick some butt.
I find this so goofy because, like, sure, she had a traumatic experience competing as a child, but you're clearly not afraid of fighting anymore because we're watching you nonchalantly slice up children like a Thanksgiving turkey using fucking katanas like it's an average Tuesday. So the both of them get into the ring and almost immediately Tarbek quite literally eats an entire fist. He then proceeds to get tossed around the ring like a rag doll until June wins the match for Kickboxing Academy. All of a sudden, now that Mr. Maddox loses his chance to humiliate June, he's just suddenly completely over everything and wants to settle the beef.
It's time for all of us to put the past behind us.
Thank you, sir. And I am sorry about your son.
I know.
All right then, I guess it's just that simple. We could just forget about the whole trying to kill your students thing. We're friends now.
Carl, have you got the paperwork ready? June is retaining full ownership of the Kickboxing Academy, all debts paid.
It's no longer yours to give. The Kickboxing Academy is in my name. I plan on raising the entire block and putting up an office building.
And he's giving Fatal Combat, soon to be Tarbek's Army Surplus Emporium, to me. Not quite, dude. Master June, check it out.
I went to the skateboard
I was
competition.
gonna say, yeah, he pulls up a trophy. I won.
And as the winner, I get one free genie wish.
What is your wish? Everyone's like, oh my god. Bring the dojo back to Master June. I was gonna like fuck with you like a monkey's paw thing, but I could do that.
If you just want like an easy wish, I won't fuck with you.
Let me just speed through this next part in case you guys are getting bored. You know, I know we're losing retention here. Apparently, Carl has Maddox's power of attorney and planned to sign the academy over to himself. However, the original transfer of ownership forms were never filed away by Chillmeister, leaving the originals in Maddox's hands. Now, I don't know how literally any of this shit works, but, you know, I guess all's well that ends well, right? Right?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
What?
Oh no!
He's going AWOL.
Oh man, Tarbeck!
No fucking way.
Yeah, Tarbeck goes full Rambo and tries to hold everyone hostage. Kickboxing rocks.
It's not over! I can't spend the rest of my life teaching worthless teenagers anymore!
Dude, the fucking kid in the glasses. I can't.
Now, I know this situation's looking pretty bad, so it's a good thing that Master June's here to protect these kids from. Oh, Jason. let's maybe grab Jason. Tarbeck's literally having a PTSD meltdown, and you're just gonna let Jason handle it. Yeah, he's got this. He's well trained.
Not anymore.
No, actually, you're a terrible person for letting that happen. You shouldn't be allowed to watch children. In fact, you should have kept the past way in front of you. So Tarbeck gets arrested, Stan and Barry can now get mad chicks, Chillmeister is hired by Mr. Maddox and buys his new skateboard, if anyone give a fuck about that plotline. Melinda makes a move on Brian, which is very classy since your best friend broke up with him literally yesterday, and then we close out the film with Cindy and Danny. Okay. All right, stop. Yeah. What is there to even say, you know? Technically, that was a movie, Richard. They can't take that away from you, just like how you can't take this scene away from me because it'll always be up here from now on, and for that, I'll never forgive you. But with all that out of the way, I think it's about time I settle a rivalry of my own.
Ow! Oh my god, what is this dojo made of glass? Alright, got about 10 minutes before the cops show up.
Sensei, he hasn't blinked since we got here.
He's just trying to psych you out, okay? Just stick to your training, you'll be fine.
Don't even give him a second to breathe, Brad. You just stay on the offensive and you'll beat him in no time. Oh, fuck, you scared me, you little freak. Oh my god!
Boom, baby! Oh, you're in my kingdom now! Oh, yeah! That's what I'm talking about,
Bradley,
Jeremy.
speak to me! Oh my god, Bradley, he's dead.
You're kidding. That would mean that he lost?
Oh, that's some crap! Those strikes are illegal and you know it!
I don't see a referee, Blomar.
Stop using that same joke!
I can't think of another one. I don't have the brain for it!
Okay, if you're so tough, then let's settle this ourselves, right now!
Oh, you're on, dude. I'm gonna kick your ass so hard, you're gonna be in pain from how hard I kicked your ass.
Am I a murderer?
Jeremy, shut up. We're doing a thing right now, man. Keep up.
I'm gonna pound your skull so hard you're gonna have to unbutton your shirts to eat!
Oh, yeah? Okay, well, I'm gonna...
Hey! Double dragon!
God damn it.
Dispatch, can we get someone else down here? We've got a kid strangled to death on the floor.
You always do this. You always get way too invested in something and give up on it really quickly. Oh my god. Did you kill that kid? He doesn't look too good. You should take him to the hospital, dude.
He's right. I can't just give up. You could do this. All right, here's the plan. Scream and disorient, lunge forward, quick step and dodge the first bullet, leg sweep, disarm, become Karate King of California.
Ah!